Hey, welcome. We're truly glad you're here. And we want to start by acknowledging something important. The fact that you're investing time in understanding your health at a deeper level says a lot about you. And that's exactly the mindset that's going to serve you powerfully in the next hour. So, let's start with a simple observation. Have you ever noticed two people who are the same chronological age, but one looks and feels a decade younger? One has vibrant energy, sharp mental clarity, moves with ease, and radiates vitality. The other seems tired, worn down, stiff, like they're aging faster than the calendar suggests. What's really going on there? Is it just genetics? Pure luck? Not quite. The answer is actually hiding inside their cells. Here's what most people don't realize. There's a silent process happening in your body right now called inflammaging, a combination of chronic, low-grade inflammation and accelerated aging. It's subtle. You don't feel it. There's no pain, no obvious alarm bells. But this background inflammation is constantly affecting your DNA, draining your cellular energy factories, your mitochondria, and ultimately determining how fast your body wears down over time. Think of inflammation like rust forming on metal. A little bit is normal. It's part of your body's natural repair and defense system. But when that rust never stops spreading, when inflammation becomes chronic and persistent, it's like your cells are aging in fast-forward mode. And here's the challenging part. Modern life is practically designed to keep that inflammation burning. Processed foods, chronic stress, poor sleep, environmental toxins, blood sugar spikes, sedentary lifestyles. All of these are silently accelerating your biological aging, even if you're doing your best to be healthy. But here's the incredible news, and why you're in exactly the right place. Cutting-edge longevity research has identified the exact cellular mechanisms that control how fast you age. Even better, scientists have discovered practical, evidence-based strategies to slow, and in some cases, even influence the reversal of biological aging markers. Your biological age, how old your cells actually are, is not fixed. It's flexible, responsive, and you have far more control over it than you might think. Over the next hour, we're going to take you on a journey through your cells, and you'll discover the real driver of accelerated aging, how silent inflammaging works at the cellular level, and why managing it is your number one longevity lever. Your two cellular pillars. Simple, clear explanations of DNA integrity and mitochondrial health, and exactly what threatens them every single day. The 5 antioxidant sentinels. The most powerful, research-backed foods that act as bodyguards for your cells, neutralizing free radicals before they damage your DNA. Hormesis, your secret weapon. How small, controlled stressors like cold exposure and heat actually activate your body's built-in anti-aging defense systems and make your cells more resilient. Autophagy activation. How to trigger your cellular deep cleaning service that removes inflammatory waste, recycles damaged components, and regenerates your cells from the inside out. Strategic meal timing. The simple, intermittent fasting approach that activates autophagy without restrictive dieting or calorie counting. Longevity exercise protocols. The specific types of movement, HIIT and Zone 2 cardio, proven to build new, healthy mitochondria and dramatically reduce inflammatory markers. Blood sugar mastery. Practical strategies to help prevent glycation, the process that literally rusts your proteins and accelerates visible aging. Your experimentation framework. How to intelligently test and discover which protocols work best for your unique body and lifestyle. It's about understanding what's really happening inside your cells and then making small, strategic shifts that compound into profound results over time. We're here to empower you with knowledge and practical tools. By the end of this training, you'll have a complete framework for taking control of your biological age, starting today. Silent inflammation is accelerating your cellular aging right now, but you're about to learn the science-backed strategies to slow it down and take control of your biological age. Ready? Let's start by understanding the two most critical cellular components that determine how fast you age: your DNA and your mitochondria. See ya! Alright, let's get into the heart of what's actually happening inside you right now. Imagine your body as a bustling city that never ever sleeps. We're talking millions of tiny buildings, your cells, each one working 24/7 to keep you alive, thinking, moving and functioning. And inside of these microscopic buildings, two absolutely critical systems are running the show: your DNA and your mitochondria. Let's start with DNA, because honestly, this is where things get fascinating. Think of your DNA as the master blueprint, the architectural plans for literally everything about you. How your cells build proteins, repair damage, create enzymes, even determine how you age. It's all encoded in there. But here's the thing that most people don't realize. Your DNA isn't some invincible, protected vault. Every single day, we're talking thousands of times per day, your DNA faces attacks. Free radicals from normal metabolism, environmental toxins, ultraviolet radiation, even the inflammatory compounds we talked about earlier. Each attack can create tiny errors in the blueprint. Think of it like someone scribbling on your architectural plans. One scribble? No big deal. Your body has repair crews that fix it. But hundreds of scribbles every day, year after year? Eventually, those repair crews can't keep up. The errors accumulate, and that's when accelerated cellular aging kicks in. Now, let's talk about your mitochondria, and we promise to keep this interesting, not textbooky. Your mitochondria are your cellular power plants. You've probably heard that before, right? But let's make it real. These tiny organelles, and you have hundreds, sometimes thousands in every cell, are literally converting the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe into ATP, which is basically your body's energy currency. Without ATP, nothing works. Your brain can't think, your heart can't beat, your muscles can't move. Here's where it gets wild. Mitochondria are incredibly sensitive to inflammation and oxidative stress. When they're healthy and functioning well, they produce clean, efficient energy with minimal exhaust, free radicals. But when they're damaged or stressed, which happens constantly with chronic inflammation, they start sputtering. They produce less energy and more oxidative stress. It's like a car engine that's misfiring and belching black smoke. And this creates a vicious cycle that we need you to understand. Damaged mitochondria produce more inflammation, which damages DNA, which impairs cellular function, which damages more mitochondria. See the spiral? It's self-perpetuating. But, and this is the empowering part, when you support both of these systems simultaneously, you create the opposite spiral, an upward one. Healthy mitochondria produce clean energy with less oxidative stress. Protected DNA means your cells function optimally. Optimal cellular function means better mitochondrial health. It builds on itself. That's why we focus so much on strategies that protect both your DNA and your mitochondria at the same time. Because when you get these two pillars right, everything else starts falling into place. Think about it. Your energy levels, your recovery speed, your mental clarity, your skin health, even your mood. All of these depend on how well your DNA and mitochondria are functioning at this very moment. Key takeaway. Your DNA holds your body's master blueprint, and your mitochondria power everything. Protecting both simultaneously creates an upward spiral of cellular health and resilience. So now you're probably wondering, okay, but how do I actually know if my cellular health is good or not? That's exactly what we're covering next. Understanding biological age versus chronological age and the simple signs you can track without expensive lab tests.